Nia, it's always a pleasure to be here with you. It's always a pleasure to be behind the scenes and to have that private conversation. I guess people can eavesdrop now if they want to, but it was a great conversation around collaboration, a great conversation around working together. But folks that are tuning in right now that are early, they don't know who, and they're wondering who in the LL Cool J are you? So if you don't mind, take a moment and back up and tell us a little bit, who is Nyala? Did I get that right?
Nyala.
Nyala. I got to add the Allah. Nyala. What journey have you been on, Nyala, and what are you up to today, Nyala?
Yes. Yeah, we've been at this Nyala for like 5 minutes, guys.
That's right. I'm working, though. I'm working.
First of all, Shay, thank you so much for the opportunity. When I received the message from you, I was ecstatic to be here. So thank you so much for the opportunity. And then I also want to thank you guys who's listening. I remember back in the days when I started my business, I was like burning the midnight hour, on YouTube, looking at trainings, looking at shows like this, trying to learn as much as I can. And that really shows good on your end. So thanks so much for being with me, guys. So me, who am I? I am a mom. I'm a wife. I'm an entrepreneur. Shay, I am a small business owner. I have a passion for helping women, especially women who've had some rough past, because I've had a rough past myself. I am dedicated to helping people share their message. So that's who I am in a nutshell.
You know, as you mentioned who you are, one of the questions that comes up, and I'm always curious. Some people ask the big why question, and that's cool. Some people want to know, but I'm just curious, what's your mission right now? What's your purpose?
My true purpose is to empower women who has had rough past, who've been through some things, to really empower them to take responsibility for where they're at, to really empower them to change their lives by using their experiences to help other people. And that's my true core mission in life, what I'm meant to do. As oftentimes I say I can go into like a Lyft or Uber and I can have a conversation with someone, and it always goes back to me encouraging them. Wow, share your message. Wow, you have skills. Wow, there's things that you can do. So I really feel like that's who I am to the core, and that's my mission.
Yeah, and you know, we're going to have a conversation this evening or this morning, whatever time it is for folks that are watching. What should they expect on this particular episode from you?
Expect to hear some strategies you've probably haven't heard before. That's number one. Expect to hear the real and the raw. The real and the raw. I feel like a lot of times we, say things that other people say because it sounds good. But for me, I'm one of those people that just come with the real. And I feel like if I don't come with that, how can I truly impact people's lives? So we're going to talk about marketing your message. We're going to talk about people who are falling victim to social media slavery, and how you can stop.
Wow, I love it. I love it. How you can stop. So this is going to be one of those money conversations. Sometimes I tell folks we have a conversation and we believe the results that show up in your life are just as important as the results that show up in your bank account. But this morning, this evening, it's going to be a conversation about money in your bank account. Someone write ching ching. If you're tuning in right now, it's ching ching time. With that being said, I'm getting the cue that we got to get started. So we're going to get started, ladies and gentlemen, in 5, 4, 3, I love this. 2, it's going to be so much fun. 1, let's kick this off, everyone. It's showtime. Promise I made to my mom. I only did this message for one person, and that's my mom. This is for you, Mom. Love you. My name is Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Shay Brown.
Mic check, mic check.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
Yes. Yeah.
And they stay there. And they stay there, and
Thank you. Well, it's a great day. My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur, and welcome to the Happy Entrepreneur Show, the #1 business development and revenue-focused late-night show in the country where we're on a mission. And our mission is to empower. Our mission is to inspire. And our mission is to provide you, that's right, you, the entrepreneur, with the resources, which takes money, revenue, to execute the vision you first have for yourself, how you want to live, the food you want to eat, the home you want to stay in. Takes resources, the vision you have for your loved ones, the schools you want to send them to, the vacations that you want to go on. You know, that fine dining, those restaurants with the white tablecloths you want to take them and sit in. Yeah. And also the resources necessary to execute the vision, that big vision you have for the people you were called to serve. So I'm super excited because this is one of those conversations that not only will put money in your pocket. Someone write ching ching. What's up, Daryl Miller? What's up, Nicole? Good to see you. Dee Renee, it's always a pleasure. You're in the house. This will put money in your pocket. So we're going to just jump right into it because we have none other than Nyala in the house. And Nyala, I'm really curious, this topic, how to get paid to market your message without falling victim to social media. It sounds like an oxymoron. It really does. No social media in a business. I'm thinking, how does that even exist? So I guess my first question to you is kind of frame the conversation around marketing and media and what we're going to be talking about today.
Yeah. So first of all, it is an oxymoron, right? Because what everyone says is in order to grow your business, you got to be on social media. You got to be showing up every day. So it seems like it is an oxymoron. But listen, I believe that there's an epidemic. Okay. I believe that there's an epidemic, and what's happening is that so many coaches are falling victim to social media slavery. They're on social media every day. They're showing up. They're following the directions. And unfortunately, their content is falling on deaf ears. Okay. And this is what happened to me, Shay, in my journey. You know, when I started online in 2012 is when I started in this industry. And for me, it was so many people already in the space that had all the attention, right? And so I would work every day. I would show up live. I would do everything that I was told to do. And it would still be like 5 people showing up, 3 people registering, and it just wasn't working. So it sent me back to the drawing board. And when I went back to the drawing board, I realized that there was a way that you can get in front of smaller groups, targeted individuals, and literally explode your sales overnight. And when I discovered that, because I'm going to share it with you guys today, that's how I came up with the whole term of social media slavery. And there is a way for you to grow your business. So here's what I believe, Shay. Your offline marketing should fuel your online. But what most people are doing right now is they're only online and they can't stand out from the crowd. It's so much competition. They're struggling to stand out. How many of you right now who are listening to us, you're struggling, right? And so I found that going offline first allows you to reach your goals and then allows you to fuel your online marketing and simultaneously grow. So that's what it's all about. That's what we're going to talk about.
So what is your definition of marketing? Tell us a little bit about what your definition of marketing and marketing offline, because it sounds like someone that's listening might be thinking, hey, I'm restricted to my area code. I'm restricted to my neighborhood. I'm restricted to my county or whatever area, their district they live in, because they can only travel so far. So take a moment and share a little bit about what is marketing and then what is marketing offline from your view of the world.
So marketing really is this. Number one, being able to captivate, okay? Being able to get the attention from your ideal clients. That's number one. Number two, being able to cultivate relationships and build rapport enough where they know, like, and trust you. And when they do, then they're ready to take action. Okay, so the process of marketing is getting someone's attention and then getting them to take action action on something, right? And so whether you're online or whether you're offline, it's still the same process when it comes to marketing your business. Now, what you mentioned, Shay, about people feeling like they're restricted, that's a really good point to bring up, right? Here's what I found when I first started doing offline workshops, because that's really what I do. And when I started doing offline workshops, it started with 10 people in a room. It started with being able to bring 10 ideal clients in the room that spend time with me, get to learn from me. There go that, cultivate that rapport building, that know, like, and trust, and buy into my products. And all I had to do was do that over and over again. And every single time I did a workshop, I would get clients, and I was able to use that money to expand my reach. Then I started traveling. I started doing workshops in New York. I started going to Atlanta. I started going to Miami because the funds were there. And that kind of brings me to my core thing, Shay, is that so many people are trying to grow their business and they don't have the money to do it because they're not focused on making money first. They're focused on let's be seen first. And there is a way to get in front of smaller groups in your area, make an impact, make money, and then use that money to expand your reach.
And when you talk about expand your reach, which is really super important, what I'm hearing so far is that you're not totally against social media. You're just saying there is a priority, that you got to prioritize your time, prioritize your resources, and prioritize where you are now. Take a moment, and you keep saying marketing your message. And message means different things to different people. When you're saying marketing your message, what specifically are you talking about? For everyone that's listening, for all of you listening right now, this is one of those conversations that Nyala has allowed me to allow you to share it out. So if you're listening right now, you can pay this message forward. You have her permission to do it. How do you do that? You hit the share button. How do you do that? You hit the watch party button. And when you hit that button, you write these words: market your message, not held to social media. I mean, that's what it is in the day. It's about how you can market your message and not be a slave, not be addicted to social media. So hit that button right now. Just hit the share button. Just go ahead and pay it forward. Pay it to someone else who needs to hear this message, because the promise is it will help you in your business. Okay, talk about message. What is a message, and what you're talking about? We keep saying market your message, market your message, market your message.
Your message says who you are, what do you do, why do you do it? That's the most important. Why do you do it? And why should people care? Why should they pay attention right now? So that's the first thing. That's your message, right? That's, your core, what people are really going to gravitate to when they hear, what event producers are going to book you for when you pitch yourself, is your message, right? And so that's the first part. The second part, when you hear me say market your message, is really knowing how to expand your reach and get your message in front of more people without overwhelm, without overwork, which is what I think a lot of people are, the position that they're in right now. Right. So, and just kind of going back to when you said, people have to be able to prioritize. For me, I love social media. If it wasn't for social media, Shay, you and I wouldn't be here right now.
Hey!
Right. So I love social media.
I got excited.
What I think, is that what I think and what I see and what I know is that people are doing it backwards. Ooh. And if, whenever people ask me, well, Nyala, what would you do if you were to start all over again? Man, I would have said X social media right now. Let me get a marketing plan, get some people in a room, teach what I know, sell my offer, make some money, and then let me go on social media and simultaneously grow. I mean, let me ask you a question, Shay. Sure. Now I'm asking you a question, right? So how long?
A marketing person.
How long have you been here growing your audience?
A long time. I've been doing this for 15 years, but we didn't have social media 15 years ago.
When we started.
No, right. We didn't have it.
We didn't have it. Right. But what I want you to stick on is it's been a while. And that's because it takes time. In order to grow on social media, number one, you need a strategy. And in order to master a strategy, it goes back to taking time. In order to grow on social media, you need skill. A lot of people, you have good ideas, you have good products, right? But you don't have a marketing skill. And so it goes back to, what do you need to develop a skill? Time. So social media takes time to grow. Whereas if you need to reach your profit goals right now, it really doesn't take any time, but 1 to 4 hours to teach a group of people and sell an offer.
So you're talking about bringing people into a room. And before we go to the first break, I want to do a deep dive, if we can, really quickly here. What do you say to the person that's listening right now, and Shay Brown? And you got a number of folks. You got Daryl Sims that's listening, and Brown's out there right now. Karen Crockett Cherry, who's just a rock star, by the way, runs Success Women's Conference. It's tuned in, the largest conference, by the way, in Mississippi. Orrin Checkmate Hudson is in the house from Atlanta. And they got to be thinking what I'm thinking. And all the other folks that are right now on Apple TV or Roku or wherever are the podcasts, which is, okay, you keep saying put people in the room. But what if people in my neighborhood aren't in my target audience, so they can't drive to this place? Are you going to be talking about later how to reach them? Because people in my neighborhood or my district or in my area code might not be my ideal client. So what do you say to that person that's listening right now? Will this benefit them? And if so, how? Yeah.
So there's several ways. All right. So first, let's start with schools, right? Schools, colleges, universities. Let's talk about local organizations that do events, local meetups. Let's talk about the Chamber of Commerce, the Rotary clubs. These are all the places where entrepreneurs, even if your ideal clients is not entrepreneurs, maybe you are in the health industry, right? How many health and fitness and nutritional centers and gyms are all around you where your ideal clients are, right? So yeah, there's no such thing as they're not around. What it is how do I find them?
Woo! How do I find them?
Research where they are.
We come back. Nyala is going to go into deep thought on how you can find them. You've got to be wondering how you can find them. Now, here's what I want you to do. She talked about your message is who you are. Is that what you said earlier? Your message is what you do and who you are?
Yep. What you do, who you are, who do you help, why do you help them, and why should they care?
Okay. So here's what I'd like for you to do. If it's okay, do you mind if they do a little shameless promotion? Do you mind if they all look below the video right now? Do you mind if they write, I help people ... or I help businesses ... And we don't care about how many letters you have behind your name right now. We don't care about that. We don't care about all your marquee clients. All we want to know is, what's your message? What problem do you solve in the market? It's okay if they do that. And if it is,
absolutely,
why should they take a minute right now? You look right below the video and write, I help businesses, increase their marketing, or I help people transform their health, or whatever it is for you. Take 1 minute, if you would, Nyala, because we got to go to a quick break but take 1 minute and talk about why should they spotlight what they do right now. And all you can do that. There's no cost. She didn't ask for a credit card. She didn't ask me for no Cash App payment. She didn't ask for no money. She's here to serve. You get to promote your business, and maybe she'll find what some of you guys are doing and give some feedback a little later on. So Mandy, go ahead and do that. Saucony Prince, go ahead and do that. Lene Smith, go ahead and do that. Every single one of you watch and do it. Why should they do it in 1 minute or less? Nyala,
this is the time to get the attention. When somebody gives you the opportunity to put yourself out there, you don't stick, you don't wait. So you put yourself out there, and how many people are watching us right now and sharing this? Those are the people who would see your message. So put it below.
Put it below, hit the share button. I love what she's saying. She's got a message. When she come back, she's going to talk about step 1, step 2, and step 3. This is what you need to do to be able to market offline, to bring people online. She didn't say get rid of online. She said, but there's a priority. We'll be back in just a moment. Today, for the very first time, we're going to play episode number 1 of the Happy Entrepreneur Thought of the Day. We've never done this before. I've been saying I'm going to do it for almost 9 months, but we're going to do it right now, and I'm so excited. We'll be back in less than 2 minutes. Look, you don't want to miss it. Look below the video. Ramona put, I teach professional women how to build a profitable side hustling business. I hope I can read that right. Mandy put, I help men, women, and children transform their health. But you save the world. I'm gonna ask Nyala later when she look below the video, because some of you might have to tighten that up. But we'll be back in just a moment. What's up, Ty Miles in the house from Arizona? We'll be back in just a moment. Here's the Happy Entrepreneur Thought of the Day. We'll be back in just a moment. It's a great day. My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur, and welcome to episode number 1, the Happy Entrepreneur Thought of Today. And today is your January 1st. My thought of today is just do it now. Go ahead and write that down in your notes. Just do it now. You know, for the past 9 months, I've been talking about starting this whole new concept, this idea that I was going to share the thought of the day. Like whatever was on my mind, whatever was on my heart, whatever I had learned. And I've been sharing it independently with so many folks on a phone call, through email, on social media, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. And I said, what if I just pause and slow down and just shared my thought of the day to help someone? And guess what? I didn't get going. And I had a lot of excuses. I mean, the reason I'm telling you to use the phrase, just do it now. You got to add the noun at the end. Is because I told myself, well, I can't do it now because I don't have the right environment. The lights weren't right. I can't do it now because I'm not sure if I can get it over to my son who does all my editing for me so he can add some music. I can't do it now because I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about. I can't do it now because I just don't have the time. It has to be right. And you think about that. How does that relate to you for where you are right now? Do you sometimes just focus on completion and not perfection? Or should I say it reverse? Do you sometimes focus just on perfection and not completion? Because you want it to be perfect. You've got to be perfect before you can go to the gym. You got to be perfect before you can start that diet. It's got to be perfect before you get into that relationship. If it's not perfect, it's never going to be completed. And sometimes that can hold you back because there is a time for perfection and there's a time for completion. So today I decided just do it now and I've got to complete it. If you do that, my promise to you is that you're going to live the life you want. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everybody. And we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. Today is your January 1st. Just do it now. Well, it's a great day. My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur, and welcome back to the Happy Entrepreneur Show, the #1 business development and revenue focused late night show in the country where we're on a mission. That is to empower, that is to inspire, and that's to provide you, the entrepreneur, with the resources necessary to execute the vision you have for the people you were called to serve. And Nyala is here for one reason and one reason only. And that's give you all the resources you need to market your message without being held a slave to social media. And she's breaking that thing down for you. And for many of you right now, if you can just get in front of more qualified people, for many of you can just touch people who have a problem. For many of you was fishing in the right pond where the fish were, who were hungry. You could have more meaning in the world. Forget the money. You could have more impact in the world. Forget the income. And you could do what my good friend Della Toro says. You can make $1 and a difference at the same time. If that's you, look below the video on holler and say, make $1 and a difference at the same time. And many of you are writing how you help people. And Saucony Prince put, I develop leaders through personal development. But we want to know how you help people. Stacy Lloyd put, I am a motivational strategist providing inspiration to women. We want to know how you help women have the inspiration. Now, Cheryl got it right. Then I'm coming over to you, the way. I'm coming over to you. Her name is Cheryl Jordan. Cheryl Jordan. I'm just reading these. You can post right below the video right now. Spotlight your business. How do you help people solve a problem? She said, yes. And I'm going to close with this. I'm coming right over to you with the question. I help women over 50 lose weight and have better health so they can pass their legacy to the next generation. Holla at your boy. I'm over 50. I'm in the club. It didn't say men, but that's okay. I'm shouting all the women over 50 that are ready to make it happen. With that being said, back over to you with this highly controversial topic, by the way. Take it offline, not online. Take a moment and kind of give them an example how they can share what they do, because I know you do that for marketing. So some people can be more clear. And as she's sharing this, some of you can rewrite your post and get it right so someone else can connect with you. Someone else may want to partner with you. Someone may want to start a collaboration with you by hearing your message. Take it away.
Mm-hmm. So first of all, I just have to shout out my client, Cheryl, who just made me really proud. Listen, so here's the formula. So it's I help ideal client do, become, have, or feel something. And I'll explain that in a minute. So they can accomplish their greatest desire, have their greatest desire. Okay? So let's go through this. So number one, I help ideal client. It's really important to get that ideal client part down pat, right? So if you're just saying I help women, while that's great, there is a particular woman that you can help, okay? So that's number one. And then it's I help them do, become, have, or feel something. Let's talk about why this is important. As people who are providing services, because I'm reading you guys' statements and many of you are providing services, what happens oftentimes is that we are essentially selling a promise. Okay, so we're saying you pay me and I promise you I'll help you grow your business. I promise you I'll help you lose weight, right? And in my country, my family is from Trinidad and Tobago. One of these statements they always say is a promise is a comfort to a fool. A promise means nothing. So you got to be able to turn that promise into something tangible. Okay, people pay to do something. People pay to become something, become a speaker, become a doctor, become a lawyer. People pay to feel something, feel confident, feel sexy again. Okay, people pay to do, become, have, or feel something. So that's the first thing. And then this so they can.
Now, so
is where,
if I can interrupt you for just a
ahead.
second. No, you're doing good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do something we normally don't do, but she's teaching now, which she knows she's going to do this, by the way. She's supposed to be just hanging out with us. That's all she was going to do. She did not sign up to teach you guys for free, but she's going to give you one idea. And how many ideas do you need to change your freaking life? One good idea implemented is better than 1,000 ideas you know right now. So I'm going to at least write the formula down, and then y'all can write it down, and then we're going to do something to thank her for giving us this. So give me the formula. I help
Ideal clients.
Okay, I help ideal clients.
Now put in parentheses.
Okay.
Do, become, feel, have.
Okay. Boy, she's working me over here, ladies and
Close
gentlemen.
parentheses, something.
She's bossy too. Close something. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Right. And then it's so they can.
So they can.
And then in parentheses, put accomplish their greatest desire.
Accomplish their greatest desire.
There we go.
Okay. Now, she's giving you the formula. I wrote it down. Now, I'm going to ask her to break it down for you because she's going to teach exactly how you can do things offline. But she's sharing something with me right now. It's going to help every single one of you. So, Cynthia, this will help you. Nicole Brown Hurston, this will help you. Dr. Renee Smith, this is going to help you. Sydney Kelly, this is going to help you. I want you to write exactly what you see there. I help blank. So, I help women over 50, if you want to put that down. Whatever it is, whatever your ideal client is, I help them, and then go ahead and break it down for them what they should do. And I want y'all to post that below. And don't worry. Nyala is reading the comments. She's working with us right now. So she's not reading. She's present with all of you all over the world right now. If you listen to the podcast, she's going to read this one more time. You can post it later. If you're listening to Apple TV or on Roku, don't worry. Go over to the Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe and you can post this and we'll read it. All right, go right ahead. Tell them how to write that right now so they can put it right below the video. And before you do that, every one of you, hit the share button. Hit the watch party. And when you hit that button, I want you to write these words. It's your time. Hashtag get going. And then put hashtag Nyla Thorpe. Just put hashtag Nyla Thorpe because Nyla Thorpe is giving you the best she got. She's showing you right now how she can help you and she's not asking for a penny. So hit the share button, hit the watch button, pay this message forward to another entrepreneur that's out there right now. All right, Nyla, break it down for them right now. You're telling them a formula. Break it down to them so they can write it right below the video. Brother Bedford's in the house. He's rocking and rolling with you right now. You're bringing out the all-stars this evening, by the way. How do you do those things? I don't know, but I'm excited to be part of the journey. Take it away.
Yeah. So you guys got the first part already, right? Is people pay to do, become, feel, or have something. So now let's talk about the second part of this formula, which is the so they can. And let me just say that, guys, this is very important. Okay, because no one wakes up in the morning saying, I want to spend $5,000 on a coach, or, I want to put out $3,000 for a personal trainer. What they want is the transformational benefit. What they want is their greatest desire. And that's what comes after the so they can. So they can accomplish what? right? So they can do what, right? So let me give you an example here. I just saw someone, Ann Brown. Her says, I help entrepreneur wives make more money so they can accomplish their financial goals. While that's great, and I can definitely help you tighten that up, I got to tell you that that's good because number one, you're saying entrepreneur wives. You're not just saying entrepreneur, which most people just say entrepreneur. Another thing that you've done there is you've added the so they can. What do they really want to do? They want to accomplish their financial goals. So I'm going to give you a quick tip. Okay, Ann? I'm going to give you a quick tip. Go deeper. What's the goal? Give me a goal. Go deeper, right? Because accomplishing goals, that's kind of airy. That says a lot. What's the goal, right? So what if these entrepreneur wives want to retire their husband? Maybe that's what they really want to do. Now, doesn't that sound different than, say, so retire? I help them retire their husband versus I help them accomplish their financial goals. All right. So you see that, Ann? Okay. So guys, it's really about number one, being very specific, and number two, following the formula. What a lot of people do is they hear this. I'm not the first person. Follow the formula because you think that what you're saying, it sounds good. And while it may sound good, this formula is designed so people can understand what you do, who you do it for, why you do it, and why they should care about it right now.
Wow. And to frame the conversation for those folks that are watching right now, they're writing right below the video. This is the opportunity where she's teaching you step by step how to market your message. And you've heard before, the riches are in the niches. The reason I allowed you and she allowed you to write it below the video is not for me. It's not for her. It's so you can pay the message forward, because here's what I believe. Someone has the goal right now of finding you, and you're helping them find you. Take a moment, if you would, Nyala. I got that right, Nyala. Yeah, I got the LA on the end. Nyala. I got the LA on the end. Nyala. Take a moment and talk about how you be able to do this for your clients and the difference is made for them. You don't have to mention any names. I know you may have permission, but just mention the concept of what it's made to do for your clients.
Yeah. So you know what, Shay? I think I want to just do it step by step because I think people can consume it better this way.
Go ahead.
So the first thing is I feel that step one, what I do with clients and what I feel that all of you should be doing, number one, is setting up a solid business foundation. Okay. And what I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. A lot of people that struggle with marketing, a lot of people that struggle with messaging, a lot of people that struggle with sales really struggle because they missed something in the foundation. Okay. So the first thing is setting up a solid foundation. The second thing is implementing one marketing strategy that works. We talk about doing this without overwhelm. The reason why so many people are overwhelmed, and you could just drop a 1 below if this is you, is because you're doing too much and you have not mastered one marketing strategy that works. So the second thing that I do with clients is I help them implement a strategy that works. One strategy. Okay. And then the third thing is having a sales system, right? Because once you get people to pay attention and you get them to take that small action, you want them to buy. And so how are you getting them to buy? Are you doing sales pages? Are you doing sales calls? Are you, right? So you got to be able to make that decision and then master that skill. So those are the three things. All right. So now let's break this down. What's the foundation? Every business, in order to succeed, number one, you need a captivating story. Okay. This is the story of you. This is the story that shares your core. This is the story that shares your epiphany. This is the story that shares why you do what you do. Okay. So you see how Shay opened up today asking me, well, what's your mission? What's that? Most people don't care about what you do. They care about why you do what you do. And that's where your story comes in. So that's the first thing. The second thing is you need a unique message. We helped you with that today with the formula that we've given you, right? So you need a unique message. So when you introduce yourself to people, people can clearly understand what you do. Okay. The third thing you need, and I hope you guys are taking some notes here. The third thing you're going to need is you're going to need a signature process. Okay. Because again, we talked about you're promising people something, right? And the first thing you tell someone, I promise you, pay me $5,000. I promise that I can help you grow your business. The first question they're asking is, how? And your signature process tells a person, this is how you're going to do it. Step 1, step 2, step 3. This is how I'm going to help you go from where you are to where you want to be. And you have to be able to clearly articulate that. Okay. So signature process. The next thing you're going to need is an irresistible offer. What are people paying you for? Right? So you need an irresistible offer. And this is the foundation. That's it, Shay. That's the foundation.
So first they have to get the foundation. They have to make sure to get the foundation right. Many of you right now, as you're listening, you're like, wow, this is really resonating with me. I want you to do me a favor. As you're listening right now. I want you to give, Nyala a digital applause. Just give her a digital applause. And how do you give her a digital applause for those folks that are writing right below the video right now? Is you look right below the video and just put thank you. And then put hashtag Nyala Thorpe. Or we appreciate you. Hashtag Nyala Thorpe. Or you're doing a great job. Hashtag Nyala Thorpe. She didn't know she's going to be doing all this. Hit the heart button. Hit the like button. I didn't know she's going to be doing all this, but she's coming from the heart. And we want to recognize that because sometimes you're on the other side and she may be wondering, do I look okay? Say, you look great. Say, you look wonderful. Give her a digital applause. Do that right now because we come back. We're going to finish having the conversation and we're going to take it to a whole nother level. We're just getting started. She showed up and she will change your life if you let her. That's the promise of the conversation. We're going to take it over now to the one and only Dorsey Hill. And Dorsey Hill says, do one thing you can do to shift the needle. Just do one thing to shift the needle. She's giving you many things over here. She says, focus on one thing. And how important is that? She's over there in Houston, Texas. We'll be back in less than 2 minutes. Look right below the video and put, we appreciate you. Great job. We'll see you in just a second.
Hey there. I'm so excited to be back in the Happy Entrepreneur Tribe, sharing my thought of the week. Why I'm excited to do this? Because it's my January 1st. It's my January 1st. I am, in case you don't know, Dorsey Hill, the founder of the Healthy, Happy, Fun Life Network and Academy. And I'm so glad to be back with you amazing entrepreneurs sharing my thought of the week, which happens to be one thought, one thing you can do in 1 minute for 1 week to shift the needle in your life and your business. Are you guys ready? Okay, it's breathing. Oh my gosh, it's so simple, yet it's something we don't do regularly. So I want you to do it with me here. I want you to take a breath for 4, hold it for 4, and then exhale for 4. So take a breath. And hold. Exhale. Did you even see my shoulders come down just a little bit? We get so frustrated, when we're working on new launches or new employees, new whatever it is, that we forget, we get all anxious and all frustrated and overwhelmed, and we forget to breathe. So try this for 1 minute every day for 1 week and see if you don't start to notice a decrease in your level of stress. Your shoulders aren't hugging your ears and you're just feeling overall a little bit better, and that you're finding the problems the solutions to the problems you have are coming to you much quicker and faster. Or if all else fails, you can try bubble wrap, because who doesn't feel better with bubble wrap, right? It's easy peasy. Squeezy, squeezy. I mean, it's so much fun. All right, so remember to breathe, have your bubble wrap handy, and remember, as always, my wish for each and every one of you is that you're happy, you're healthy, and having a ton of fun in this life and business that you're living and creating. My biggest Texas love and hugs to each and every one of you. Bye for now. Mwah.
Well, it's a great day. My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur, and welcome back to the Happy Entrepreneur Show, the #1 business development and revenue focused late night show in the country, where we're on a mission. That is to empower, that is to inspire, and that's to provide you, the entrepreneur, with the resources, which equals revenue, in order to execute that vision for the people you were called to serve. And that's what we're doing this evening. And she's breaking down exactly step by step how to do this. And she focused early on the message, because for some of you, if you can get the message right, then it makes it easier because you have the foundation to be able to be online and, more importantly, offline to follow the formula. So now that she's broken down messaging and how to do that, I'm going to ask her to give us one idea, just one idea that we can do offline that's going to help you, because you have this message. You got to communicate that with somebody. Some of you are saying, well, Shay, I'm looking right now. I'm listening to Nyala right now. She's throwing down. She gets this. Yeah, she does. But for those that are meeting her for the first time, let me give her the proper introduction. For those that are saying thank you below, like Anita that's doing that, like Ann Brown that's doing that, like Latoya that's doing that, Anisha that's doing that right now. Daryl Sims, you made it on. He was fighting to get on, that's doing that right now. Cynthia and so many of you out there right now. Let me give the proper introduction. Let me go ahead and introduce the lady, the woman that makes it happen, and the person that can help you market your message, and just a bad bama jammer. Let's go and introduce you to Nyala. I keep saying Nyala.
You got it.
Nyala. I got it. Nyala. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not perfect, but I'm getting better. Nyala. I got it now. Nyala. I got it now. Nyala. Let's introduce. We'll be right back in just a moment. Let's introduce her right.
I want to empower young girls who are getting into bad relationships, and tomorrow we need to have a list of 20 schools and we need to start pulling.
Once you know your purpose and you know why you're doing what you're doing, you change your mindset to want to do social media a little bit more.
Your brand is what people perceive of you. Let's think of our dear president. I'm about to get a little real with y'all.
But as a business owner, how can you delegate if you don't know yourself?
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, the woman that's making it happen, the woman that will change your life if you let her. Go ahead and share that one marketing strategy that they can do. There's so many that they can do offline. So we're not held, hostage. We're not held in slavery to social media. That's the promise.
Yeah. So I, as you guys can already tell, I'm a formula person. So I want you guys to write this down. So number one, the first thing that I do, the first strategy, marketing strategy, is what I call BOPAs, okay? Borrowing other people's audiences. And that's what you do when you go offline, okay? Giving you an example, some of you asked, where can you find people? Meetup. That's just really simple. I have a client who, pitched different meetups. She serves real estate investors, helping them build funding and credit. And she went out and she did a small meeting for an hour, a presentation, and $2,500 client overnight. She was able to get 8 consultations, right? From those 8 consultations overnight, she booked 1 client. And then she's been doing this over and over again. So many of you might say, well, what if I don't have the credibility, right? What if I, like Shay said, what if I can't get around? There's meetups happening all around you. Okay, you can simply go to meetup.com, or you can open up the app on your phone and you will see meetups that are happening right in your area every single day with your ideal clients hungry for the solution that you provide. So number one, borrow other people's audiences. Okay, it's faster than growing the slow way. Okay, so another example, let's give you an online example, right?
Oh, shucks, y'all getting some bonuses today, but she throwing down. I asked for one. She said, I'm going to give you 1 offline. I'm going to give you 1 online. Holla at your girl. Someone look right below the video and say, she's rocking. just put she's rocking right down. Take it away.
So one online strategy is what Shay and I are doing right now. I didn't have to do the work to build up this amazing show, The Happy Entrepreneur. Shay did the work, but I get to come and tap into his audience and help you guys, right? And so this is an example of what borrowing other people's audiences is. And all I'm doing here is impacting, sharing my knowledge. And if any of you listen to me and you say, wow, this is someone that may be able to help me, then you know where to find me, right? So borrowing other people's audiences, you just got an offline and an online strategy. Okay, so here's step 2.
I love it.
Once you borrow other people's audiences, you got to teach what you know. Okay, so a lot of people are so focused on telling people I can help them instead of showing that you can help by teaching what you know. So you need a presentation. That's what you do when you go and you teach what you know. At the end of this presentation, step 3 is you offer a session, strategy session. Some of you call it breakthrough sessions, clarity sessions, whatever you want to call it. I like to do it unique. So with my clients, we name our sessions, okay? But you give a session. And on that session, you find out where this person's struggle is. And if you can help them, you offer them a solution and you sign them into that program. You can do this over and over again. Take 15% of the money that you make and use that 15% to expand your reach online.
Boy, I love it when you give it up like that. Look, she's not even done yet. The best is still yet to come. The best is still yet to come. I'm going to ask her how you can connect with her. I'm going to ask her to give you guys all something of value, and you don't need a cash app payment. You don't need a credit card. You don't need a check. It's just her gift to everyone you watching right now. When we come back, I'm going to ask her how we connect with her, and I'm going to ask her to break it down. We'll be back in just a moment. We'll go over to Rob Howes, and I love Rob Howes because Rob Howes is over in Laurel, Maryland. And Rob Howes says, be present where you are. Yeah, be present where you are. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hey guys,
All right.
me and Daddy are here.
All right, I'm doing a video.
I got a question.
No, it's not a question. This is a video where I'm telling people something. I'm telling them that today is their January 1st. Today is your January 1st Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe, because today is the only day you got. Because tomorrow's not promised and yesterday is gone. So the reason why today being your January 1st is significant because it keeps you from procrastination. Procrastination is the destroyer of dreams. Yeah, it's the destroyer. It's the killer of dreams. So, take action. Be present where you're present. That's the real gift. Be present where you are present. That is the real gift. Today is your January 1st. Say today.
Today.
Say today is your January 1st.
Today is January 1st.
Say it loud.
Today is January 1st.
That's it. Don't forget it.
Well, it's a great day. My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur, and welcome back to the Happy Entrepreneur Show, the #1 business development and revenue-focused late-night show in the country where we're on a mission to encourage, we're on a mission to inspire, and we're on a mission to provide you with all of the resources you need that are necessary to execute the vision you have for the people you were called to serve, the vision you have for your loved ones, and the vision you have, well, for yourself. And I'm going to take a moment and ask, if I can, the question. Well, let me say it like this, if I can, Nayla. This is very important. When you hear the words "today is my January 1st," and today is my January 1st is one of those core beliefs we have at the Happy Entrepreneur Network, where we believe that your past doesn't equal your future. We believe that anytime during the day where you have to make a decision, that's a January 1st moment, because you get a do-over, you get a start, you get a beginning, you get a rebirth. And my question to you is this, and for those folks that are listening that know the segment and all the new folks, I want you to write below the video that today is my January 1st. Yeah, you can get this marketing right. Today is my January 1st. I'm going to make this work. Today is my January 1st, whatever that means to you. My question to you is this. When you hear the words, today is my January 1st, number one, what does it mean to you? And number two, what was your January 1st moment where you made a decision that changed the trajectory of your life and you said, I'm going to be an entrepreneur, Shay. I'm going to teach this marketing. I'm going to make it happen.
Yeah. So you said it, and the word was rebirth. When I think of January 1st, that's what I think. I think of my chance to start over, my chance to do it again, to try again. So rebirth. For me, my rebirth, man, first of all, let me just say that in life, it's a roller coaster. So there's so many times that we rebirth. There's so many January 1st. But for me, the one that I would say is the most memorable and that played a big part in why I'm here today would be when I lost my hair salon back in 2012. So, those who don't know anything about me, I was what you would call a rebel. And my rebellious behavior got me into the New York City foster care system at a young age. And when I got out the New York City foster care system, I had a lot of anger. And that anger developed into actions that I took that led me down a really, really bad path. So teenage mom, abusive relationship, criminal record, everything that you can think of. This is what happened with my life. And so when I opened my hair salon, I thought that I was finally at a place where I'm going to make my family proud, right? I'm finally doing something. I have a business. It's going to grow. I'm going to get off of welfare in Section 8. I'm going to show my family proud. And that's what I thought. And so one thing led to another, and 18 months later, I'm sitting in this same salon with the lights off, with a letter in my hand saying, you have 30 days to leave the premises. And so I really hit rock bottom because, going from thinking that you're finally doing great when you were such a bad, kid, and finally you got things happening, and then you lose it all. And so I went through a phase of feeling like I was a failure, feeling depression. And I remember one day I was on YouTube scrolling, right? Professional YouTube scroller over here, I admit it. So I was on YouTube scrolling one day and I seen this headline. It said, teen mom on welfare turned millionaire. And it really caught my attention because I was someone that was a teen mom, and that was also on public assistance. And I opened the video and I start watching. It's this beautiful lady sitting in her dining room, and she's saying, you have to take responsibility for your life. You have to, she's just talking. And Shay, when I tell you that at that moment, the tears started falling because I knew that I was always blaming other people. If my mom didn't put me in foster care, things would have been great. If I knew who my dad was, I wouldn't have ended up in an abusive relationship. Everything was always somebody else's fault. And when I saw that video, that was the day that I decided to, number one, take responsibility. Number two, make a decision to change my life. And the lady who I was watching at the time, Shay, she was a network marketer. Okay. And that day I joined the company that she was in. And it started my process of being online again. And through growing in this network marketing company, people started saying, oh, you're good at marketing. You're good at teaching. Oh, this should be something you should do. And it's what led me into coaching. So it's so crazy that, again, going back to these experiences that happen in your life and how it propels you to what you really should be doing. Yeah, that's my January 1st moment.
That's
the
powerful.
day I watched that YouTube video.
Yeah. And for many of you watching right now, today is your January 1st. Write that right below the video. Today is my January 1st. I can get it right. Today is my January 1st. I get a new start. Today is my January 1st. I'm going to make it happen no matter what. The follow-up that I have to that is a number of folks are writing that declaration right now. B. Jacqueline Jeter. She always reminds me of Jeter. Yeah, you know her as well. Jeter. I always say Jeter. Yes. Jeter. I can hear it in my ear right now. Jeter. Shay. Jeter. And many of them out there right now are writing, today is my January 1st. Dale Sims, who sent me a message right before here and was trying to get on. His internet was buffering. Says, I got to hear this message, Shay. He's on there right now saying, today is my January 1st. My question is, what do you say to your clients to keep them on track? You heard before, consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. But having said that, what do most people struggle with? They struggle with consistency. So Shay, what's your question? What do you first tell yourself so you can stay the course and be consistent? And then what do you share with your clients so those folks that are making that declaration will stay the course in good times and in bad times?
Yeah. So for me, I talk to myself, call me crazy, but I'll be sitting at the computer and I'll be like, Nyala, pay attention. One of the things that I think people struggle with when it comes to consistency is not really consistency, Shay, it's distractions. Yeah, that's really what it is, So a lot of people get distracted, and from the distraction, it causes inconsistency. And so that's, for me, what I tell clients is eliminate the distractions. What can you do to eliminate the distractions? If you have to take the notifications off your phone, whatever it is you're trying to do, how can you eliminate the distractions? Because when you eliminate distractions, it's easier to be consistent. The second thing I think is really celebrating the small wins. Because a lot of people, they're so focused on, I got to get results, I got to work, I got to create this legacy. There's so many things that I want to do that they never stop to realize how far they come. And what I've found is that when you celebrate your wins, it helps you stay consistent, right? I remember when I got my first high ticket client, I was so happy. It was, just getting the result, just being able to make a little bit of money, all of that is what kept me consistent. So you want to also acknowledge and celebrate your wins so you can stay consistent. So eliminate distractions, celebrate your wins.
Eliminate distractions, celebrate your wins. Eliminate distractions, celebrate your wins. She's making it really, really simple. Dwight Pledger, who's watching right now, just a fantastic guy. I don't know if you know him, just a rock star in the Les Brown speakers program, and speaks all over the world, says, very well told story. Congratulations on your January 1st breakthrough. They're tuning in. They're listening. Don't worry. She's going to give away this gift. Don't worry. I'm going to ask her to do something special. Don't worry. We have not forgot. When we come back, the minute we come back, this gives her time to get ready. The minute we come back, I want you to do something for everyone. I want you to tell them how they can connect with you. I want you to give them something all that they can stay in this conversation over and beyond today. And I want it to be your gift to everyone watching. Can you do that?
Absolutely.
Can you do that?
Yes.
She said, absolutely. Don't give it away now. We're going to come back. We're going to first go down to Raleigh, North Carolina, and connect with one and only Dr. Kenneth Thigpen. Now, we'll be back in less than 2 minutes, but she talks about direction determines destination. How true is that? Direction determines destination. And we come back. Nyala is going to talk to us about direction that can help determine our destination. I can't wait to this gift. I can't wait. We'll be back in just a moment. Take it away.
Hello, it's your girl, Dr. Kenneth Thigpen, also known as Dr. K, founder of Rise Women's Network. And Rise Women's Network is pleased to present to you #NextSisterUp. I'm with you in the Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe, and today is my January 1st. Here's your thought of the week. Direction determines destination. And when I think about direction determining destination, I think about being a Girl Scout when I was a young kid. And we would have these sashes and we would have the opportunity to earn badges. And one of the badges that I had a chance to earn was the Wilderness Badge, where our troop leaders took us to the wilderness to go camping. They gave us a destination in which we had to get to, and they gave us a compass to help direct us to that destination. Now, from that, there's two big lessons that I learned. The first one is it's important to have the right resources. And so while we were camping, we had a compass. Now, I'm sure most of us are not using compasses, but we are using maybe a GPS. And there's other resources that we need in business and in life. And so it's important that we first evaluate if we have the right tools and resources. The second thing is that one of the resources we had were our troop leaders. And so those troop leaders, they knew where we were going. They had the knowledge, the skills, and the expertise. Same thing in business and life. It's important that we surround ourselves by individuals who have the knowledge, the skills, and expertise. Maybe it's a coach or a mentor that can help provide direction by offering a blueprint. And the second big thing I learned was it's okay to change direction. And so although the destination remains the same, it's okay if we change how we get there. And so remember, direction is a vision offered to explain why, where directions are instructions given to explain how. I'm your girl, Dr. K. Make it a great day.
Well, it's a great day. My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur, and welcome back to the Happy Entrepreneur Show, the #1 business development and revenue focused late night show in the country, where we're on a mission, and that is to empower, it is to really inspire, and it's to provide you with all of the resources necessary to execute that big vision that you have for the people you were called to serve. And that vision takes resources. That means it takes money. It takes revenue to purchase marketing. It takes revenue to purchase systems. It takes revenue to hire a coach. It takes revenue to purchase healthcare insurance. It takes revenue to send your kids to a school of their choice. It takes revenue to retirement. Whatever it is you want to do, even if you just want to give money to the causes you believe in, it takes resources. And marketing is one of the ways to do that. And she's breaking it down for us. So one of the things I'm going to ask her to do, I'm going to ask her to frame the conversation around this gift that she's going to give. And then kind of point us in the direction that we need to go so we can determine our own destiny.
Yeah. Okay,
Nyala, take it away.
Yeah. So my gift. Mm-hmm. I am hosting a summit that features 15 top leaders and experts that starts on Sunday. It's called on Monday. I'm sorry. It's called a Master Your Marketing Summit. And one of the reasons why I did this, going back to what we were talking about today, is I feel that so many people are overwhelmed with marketing strategies, which is why they struggle with finding that one that works for them. So the story or my reason behind doing this summit is really putting star people in front of you that are opening up their locks and sharing everything with you so you can choose a strategy that works for you, implement it, and start seeing results. And Shay, one of the things, a lot of people do summits, but there's something that I added to my summit, right? Mm-hmm. So one of the things I added was a implementation workbook. I had my staff do workbooks for each speaker so that way you could actually do the work. Choose one marketing strategy that fits your lifestyle, your goals, and your personality. Implement and do the work. So that's going to happen on the Master Your Marketing Summit. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we get started on Monday.
Well, you keep talking about this Master Your Marketing Summit. Where can we go? For everyone out there right now, I'm gonna ask her, where can we go? Because you're teasing us. I get it, but G-Mo needs at some point. And let's all make sure the website works. I mean, no, I'm not being funny, but sometimes things happen. I get technology. So everyone, open up a browser now. Just open up a browser. Like seriously, like go do it now. Like seriously. And then once you do it, let's all go over there. So tell us the website. I'm going to pull up as well. Tell us the website to go to now so we can all pull the website up.
Yep. So it's masteryourmarketingsummit.com. Masteryourmarketingsummit.com.
Okay.
There you go.
Yourmarketingsummit.com. So I've got confirmation it works, ladies and gentlemen. I got confirmation it does work. Now, tell us what's going on here. Oh, this is cool.
So we're featuring 15 top speakers. We're number one is free. I think that's what I should be saying first.
You said it's free? Wait. Where can I go register at? We'll figure this other stuff. Oh, this is cool. Oh, look, you even have the dates and the times on here. Oh, This is really good. Okay. Everyone go over here now. What's the website again? Tell them the website.
Masteryourmarketingsummit.com.
Okay, we're there now. Where can I register? Oh, this says free. Now, is this going to be some catch on the other side? Do I got to pay like $7.95 to get into this thing? Let's all check it out, because I hate it when I go get a free book and it's like $7.95. I'm like, oh, come on, gee, Moniz. All right, so what makes this summit different? Or tell us, I don't have time to read this. What makes this summit different?
Yeah, so, just what you see there. Number one, real conversation. So if you love what you saw tonight, you're going to love these interviews. Ooh. Real conversations, raw, getting deep to what really works and what doesn't. The second thing is we do have that flexible schedule. So you're able to take a look at our interviews every day for 24 hours. You'll be able to consume it for free. And guys, those of you who, have demanding jobs, have families, and you are really serious, we actually have the opportunity for you to get access to this. So you'll see that.
Get my free all access pass. I'm hitting the button now. So far, it's working. This is good. This is no embarrassment. I'm not trying to be funny, but sometimes these things just don't work. Okay, upgrade your ticket. So if I want to upgrade, I have an option of doing that as well.
Yes.
Okay. So
those of you who you really on the go. Maybe you like listening to MP3 files. You want to be able to really implement. I'm going to say that the All Access Pass upgrade is for those of you who really want to implement. Because you can come and watch interviews and you can get inspired. But people who implement need to listen to it over and over again so they can take action.
Now, what about the persons out there listening right now? I can hear them. They're like, Shay, this is cool. I'm on the website. Some people are watching online, listening to podcasts. Let me give you a preview of coming attractions if I can. Let me find that. If I can, I'm going to give you a preview of those coming attractions. And let's just show a little promotion if I can. A little promotion. I mean, she's a marketing person. Would a marketing person show up and not be able to show you what they have? It's like a photographer asking you, can they take pictures at your wedding? My son is getting married in October. And it's like we're interviewing photographers. And I say, well, can you show me some of your work? Can you show me some videos? No, I don't have anything, but I'm really good if you really see it. No, she's giving you the behind the scenes. This is so, don't worry. I'm going to ask her to give you another idea around marketing. Don't worry about that. We'll get to that later. But let's give them a sneak preview. Can y'all pull that up? Let's take it away. We'll be back in a few seconds. Man, I'm loving it. That's going to be, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun as well. It is online, but it sounds like folks aren't just trying to give you a teaser. I understand from reading the website, they're going to give you real ideas that people can really use real time. Am I hearing that? Or is this one of those, sell me the whole time and get no information? I know it's an obvious question.
There's no, to be honest, there's no selling, guys.
What? Oh my gosh. Y'all got to register.
Top leaders who charge thousands and thousands of dollars gave their time to give us this information. There's no one selling you anything besides my little all access pass there, which is beneficial for you. You can come and you can consume this content for free.
Wow. For free. Everyone go over there right now to www. What's the site again?
MasterYourMarketingSummit.com.
MasteringYourMarketingSummit.com. Someone put that right below the video, Can they share that link with their network? Can they share it in their groups as well?
Absolutely. I'll appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic. Look, we come back. We're going to go into a rapid fire segment. And we're going to ask any questions on our mind. And she's going to answer it. She's going to continue to give value. We'll be back in just a moment. We're going to go down to Saucony Prince. Saucony Prince is in Mobile, Alabama. Wow, we're still on the East Coast this evening. And he talks about don't forget where you come from, be happy where you're going. And for those that register for this summit right now, you're going to be happy where you're going. Saucony Prince, take it away, my man.
Hello everybody, how you doing today? This is Saucony Prince of SauconyPrince.com, where we make motivation personal by introducing you to yourself. And I'm in the Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe giving you my thought of the week. And I'm doing it because you guys rock. And today is my January 1st. And my thought of the week this week is don't forget where you come from, but be excited about where you're going. Don't forget where you come from, but be excited about where you're going. On my hat right here, you can read the word Pritchard. And I was really raised in Pritchard, Alabama, which is on the outskirts of Mobile. And Pritchard wasn't known for being the best part of town, but actually that's my home. That's where I was raised, that's where I come from. But you know what? I didn't forget where I came from, but now I am excited about where I'm going. So I want you to do the same. Don't forget what went into making you who you are, where you came from, your background and your history. But I also want you to be excited about where you're going, because that's really what's going to make the difference in whether or not you keep moving forward. So many people want to remind you where you come from and what you've done in your past. But look, don't worry about your past. Focus on your future. And I want to make sure that you get there. Hey, look, this is Saucony Prince of SauconyPrince.com, where we make motivation personal by introducing you to yourself And I'm in the Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe, giving you my thought of the week, and I'm doing it again because you guys rock. Hey, look, back over to you, Shay.
Well, it's a great day. My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur, and welcome back to the Happy Entrepreneur Show, the #1 business development and revenue-focused late-night show in the country, where we're on a mission to empower, to inspire, and provide you really with the resources you need to execute the vision you have for the people you were called to serve. And now we're going to a segment called Rapid Fire. It's one of my favorite segments. Of course, they're all my favorite, or we wouldn't do them, right? But this is really one of my favorite segments. It really is. And in this segment, we get to ask any question that's top of mind to us. And she's going to answer in, a minute or less. So, Nyala, you have a minute or less. A minute or less. So when I say a minute or less, the audience, do you want a minute or do you want less? I know you're all saying you like the less part. I get it. You like the less part. Don't worry about that. But my first question in all seriousness, because this is going to help every single one of us out there. And for those folks that are watching, like Martina, who just registered, Lene Smith, who just registered, Kevin Goings in the house. What's up, Kevin Goings, my man down in Houston, Texas, my man. Thanks for joining. And so many other folks out there, like Arthur, who's registered right now. What's one idea or lesson you've learned from a mentor? You've had so many along your journey that you can share with us that we can take away that can help us in our life and or business.
My mentor shared this with me recently, and she said there's a statement that says, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And so what she said to me is that's not always true. When the teacher appears, the student needs to be ready. And when she said that, it made so much sense to me. And I want to, send this off with you guys. Sometimes it's not about, the teacher is going to appear and I'm just going to show up. It's about you being ready. So when the right person comes to help you, when God opened those doors for you, when those opportunities come, you are ready for it. Right. So, yeah, did I do it 1 minute or less?
You're doing well. You're doing well. If you go a little bit over, we don't have a Sandman here. For those who know what a Sandman is, back in the day, going, yeah, when he come out at the Howard at the theater. Don't worry, it's a topic for another time. You're doing just fine. You're doing just fine. You've probably read so many books in your life. And I'm just curious, what's one book, and it can't be the good books. So you can't use the Bible. That's in a category by itself. But what's one book, maybe from a client or a book that you read? What's one idea or lesson you learned from that book that you would like to pass on to us as well?
I would say one of the books that I read, and I'm so upset that I'm losing. It's like, there's one book that I read by Dr. George C. Fraser, and he was talking about networking. And one of the ideas in that book was the importance of surrounding yourself with a good network. And I think that that's another thing that I would say has impacted me and that I would want to share with someone else is your network matters. The people who are around you matters. The people you are listening to, it matters, right? And so you always want to make sure that you surround yourself with people who inspire you and people who support you and people who you in return can support as well.
So important. Why is it important for entrepreneurs to collaborate, to work together? Oftentimes there's a mentality out there that, I don't want you on my platform because you might take all of my clients. Or you might get all my people on your list. And I know that's not for everybody out there, but it is something that's really out in the market. So my question to you is, why should you collaborate even with people that are in the same industry as you?
There's power in numbers. Mm-hmm. Number one, there's power in numbers. Number two, everybody is not your client. And the people who feel like this, like Shay said, it's not many, but there are people out there who think like this. And I always say those people are not truly business owners because every business owner knows that collaboration is the key to success. And so, there's power in numbers as well as, why make your job harder? Why, do everything longer and do everything harder when you can have people right there that can help you as well. And then going back to not everybody is your client. I remember the first collaboration that I did many years ago. It was a collaborative Q&A session that we did on a live stream. And I remember right after the session, some of her people came and joined my Facebook group. I saw some of my people go and join her Facebook group. And that was okay because not everybody is your client. Let me tell you something. You can hear the same message from 10 different people, and it's not until you hear it from the one who is divinely aligned to help you, it will not hit the same.
So true, so true. How do you gain confidence in yourself when no one else believes in you?
I would say, you just said, but God.
Yeah.
God. You gotta have something that you believe in. I believe in God. I have true faith, and I know that what's meant for me is for me. And I know that as long as I follow what He wants me to do, everything will always be okay. You can't always just put everything into people. Who do you believe in? That's what matters. So for me, it's God.
Yeah. What are your success habits, your routines? I'll frame the conversation a little better. What is like your morning routine that you go through to kind of get your day going?
So number one, I get up early. Early bird catches the worm. So I get up early. Before I do anything, I'm always either in my journal or I'm listening to some type of podcast that's putting my mindset in the right frame. I'm not really big on saying my own affirmations, but I am big on listening to affirmations and affirming what I want for the day. So I always start off there. I'm a mom. So of course, then I do all the drop-offs, the school drop-offs. I work on taking care of myself, self-care. I'm starting to go to the gym now in the mornings. And so those are the things that I do. Exercise my mind, start at the right day, start on the right mindset for the day, as well as taking care of myself now.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. What is an affirmation? And I know there's so many affirmations out there that you kind of tell yourself throughout the day. And it's Nyala. Did I get it right that finally? Nyala I'm practicing. As Nyala is sharing her affirmation, you all can participate. This is the Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe. We love on each other. We support each other. It's not all about what she's bringing to the table. It's how you all can contribute. You all can look right below the video right now. And you can write, what's your favorite affirmation? What's something that you tell yourself in order to keep going? And there's so many quotes. I get it. There's so many thoughts. Just pick one right now. And let us all do me a favor. Hit the share button one more time. Hit the watch button one more time if you haven't done that. Pay this message forward and then write your affirmation down. Now, she's going to share her affirmation, and I'm going to but she can take another minute or two to kind of talk about why that affirmation is important for her and how it's helped her. So she can kind of have some time to kind of put some context to the affirmation. And this is very important because if you had a chance to sit down with your mentor, and she mentioned Dr. George Fraser. She's mentioned Linda Clemens to me. We've talked about so many different folks. The one question I always have is, what do they tell themselves that I can adopt? Yeah. Or maybe you can pay it forward to someone else. So the question is, let me ask the question, but the question is, what's an affirmation you use today and why is it important for you?
Yes. You saw I got excited, right? My favorite one is, I am so happy and grateful now that I get to serve today. I am so happy and grateful now that I get to serve today. So one of the reasons why I like that is I'm so happy and grateful now says that I am present. I'm happy and I'm grateful for things that I'm already assuming is going to happen in my day, that I'm already assuming is going to happen in my life, right? So I'm so happy and grateful now, right? And then the next thing is so I can serve. I'm so happy and grateful now that I get to serve today. And the reason why I say that is because I want to always focus on serving. I feel like sometimes, even just talking about collaborations and growing your business, sometimes we get so focused on the money. And I just want to keep focused on what I truly, really want to do, which is serve. Yes, I want to be paid well to do it. However, my focus is serving, because I know that with service, everything else will fall into place. So that's my favorite affirmation, and that's why it works for me.
I love it. I love it. You mentioned you have children, and I know it's hard. And I want to thank Cheryl Jordan. She's working so hard. She put Shay is Nyala. So I see it now. Nyala. So I got it. Thanks a lot, Cheryl. You've been working hard. So thank you so much for understanding Nyala. My question to you is, you mentioned you have children. And let's just imagine, this is hard to do because we have more than one. I have more than one. It's hard to do this. But imagine that they got a hold of this long lost video file. They might even call it videos by then. Who knows? And they're hearing this message. And you have a minute or two to give a message from mom to your children to empower and to inspire them and encourage them. What would you want to tell your children right now? And as we're listening, we can all benefit as well. But what message do you tell your children, or would you want them to hear in their listening right now?
Allow yourself the opportunities that are meant for you. Don't fight what's meant for you. Embrace the good and embrace the bad, because every experience is to shape your future. That is exactly what I would say to that's what I say all the time, but it's what I would say in my video.
So very well said. With that being said, we're going to come back in just a moment. Nyala is going to have her final thoughts, her final comments to inspire, to empower you. Many of you are writing your affirmations down now. Someone says money comes easily, frequently, and abundantly. Author Tisha James says the sun don't care who it blinds when it shines. So let your light just shine right now. So true. Anita Richards says it's not about me, but who I can help. So true. So many of you are sharing your affirmations, and we appreciate every one of those comments, because when you write a comment, these videos go viral. I get it. But it's how you bless someone else. It's someone else that's listening to the podcast and can go back and see the notes. It's someone else right now that is scrolling through, and they're trying to connect and wondering what you're thinking. So for all of our digital note takers who just did it tonight for whatever reason, we appreciate you. We love you. You're incredible. Thank you so much. Go ahead and take a moment and share your number one takeaway. Like, look right below the video and put your number one takeaway. Because when we come back in just a moment, well, Nyala is going to talk about her final thoughts, her final comments. You don't want to miss it. I'm telling you now, the best is still yet to come. We'll be back in just a moment. Take it away to Shay Brown. That's me, by the way. Take it away. Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur. And if you're like a number of my clients right now, where you are sick and tired of talking to unqualified people who don't want to do business with you, or you're tired of tracking down people and trying to convince them and persuade them to do business with you, and you're just wasting your time, or you're just totally frustrated, and it's time for you to increase your sales, then we are the sales team that you've been looking for. You see, the number one challenge facing entrepreneurs today is either lost leads. That means they met someone opted on their page, someone signed up on their webinar, someone said they were interested, and no one could follow up with them, no one could track them down, and you had to do it all yourself. Or you spend a lot of time talking to someone, you spend a lot of time sending them information, only to find out they were unqualified. You're like, I'm sick of talking to unqualified people. So if you don't want to sell, or you hate to sell because you want to do something else with your time, something else with your labor, like spend it with those that you love the most, or doing something entirely different, then I want you to pay close attention. I want you to text this number, because we're going to partner with you in two ways. First, we're going to look at doing a complete sales makeover for you. Okay, that's number one. And then number two, we're going to set all the qualified appointments you need without your labor, so you can make sure things get done. And or we're going to have a dedicated sales team to go out and actually make the sale, get the credit card, get the contract, and bring it out. We are the sales team that you've been looking for. So it's just time for you to do a sales makeover. It's time for you to look at your whole sales process and have a structure, a system a sequence so you can be scalable and you can really generate those sales. Here's what I want you to do for your sales makeover. Text the word makeover. Do it right now. Open up your phone right now. Text the word makeover, one word, makeover, to 202-999-3515. Let me get that to you again. Text the word makeover so you can look at your business to 202-999-3515 and just follow the instructions. So all you gotta do is follow the instructions and let's make over your business. My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone, and we're gonna make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless, and I'll see you on the other side. Well, it's a great day. My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur, and welcome back to the Happy Entrepreneur Show, the #1 business development and revenue focused late night show in the country where we're on a mission. We love our mission. We believe in our mission, our goals, and our objectives. And we're on a mission to empower, to inspire, and provide resources. That's why the show exists, so that you can have the resources you need to execute the vision for the people you were called to serve. And that's very important. There's nothing more challenging than having a big vision given to you. I happen to believe in God, so I'm a Christian. Some of you may believe in a higher power. I get that. Or you might believe in a source or luck or whatever it is, or leprechauns. But I believe God's giving you all the skills. He's giving you the experience. He's giving you the expertise. The only thing holding you back is you need resources. And that's what Nyala has done today, is give you those resources, like being Moses, if I can say that. It's in the Bible. Whether you believe it or not, there's a Bible out there. And imagine that he had a big vision and there was no hammer. There's no nail. There's no wood. He's just sitting there. And for some of you, that's what's happening for you right now. You can't serve those at the level you need to because you don't have the resources. That day's gone. She's giving you the resources. I want to first acknowledge her for being on the show today. I want to encourage everyone to go over to masteryourmarketingsummit.com. Again, she gave the site masteryourmarketingsummit.com. You can register, no cost. It's already been taken care of. Your job is just to show up. And I want to thank her for serving big time. She's like in triple overtime. Like sometimes you're in overtime in a game, then there's double overtime. Well, she's like triple. She's like, she's here all by herself. And she's like, I think she got an energy to go another couple hours. We won't be here. Don't worry. We're done. But she's just like fired up. You see how it just like fuels her. And it's been so exciting to be here. So first, let me say thank you. Let me say we appreciate you. Got to have you back on the show. I know your time is so limited, but one thing you've done today, and I want everyone to acknowledge her for what she's done. She's helping you all make money. And every single one of you follow what she's saying, you connect with her, you will make more money. I have no doubt. But the one thing you can't do, myself included, nor can Nayla do it either, is you can't make more time. You can always make more money, but you can't make more time. So she's giving us the most precious gift she has, away from her family, away from her children, is be here with you. So 1, thank you. 2, we appreciate you. And 3, keep doing what you're doing. You're just a rock star. I so much admire you. Take a moment, if you will, and share your final thoughts. Share your thoughts.
Can I say thank you first?
Sure. Go right ahead.
Thank you, Shay. Thank you again for the opportunity to be here tonight. Thank you guys for listening, for sharing, for hitting up the likes, the hearts. I'm seeing it coming in for taking action. Thank you. And if you haven't shared it, share it again. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, so here's what I want to leave with you. I call this the 3 R's to success. Ready? Number 1, take responsibility. So remember, I told you in my story, one of the things that I didn't do is I didn't take responsibility. I thought that everything was everyone else's fault. Listen, you are the person, the sole person that's responsible for where you are right now. And if you're looking at your life and you don't like where you're at, it's because you have not taken the necessary action to change it. So number 1, take responsibility, okay? And this is with everything that you do in business, all right? So another example that a lot of people, they hire coaches, they join programs, they go to events, they come on shows like this, right? And then they say, oh, I didn't learn anything, right? Take responsibility. Even if someone teaches you, it's up to you to take action to make it happen, Okay, so that's number one. Number two, be resilient. I believe that one of the things that helped me in entrepreneurship that I bought from growing up in the New York City foster care system is that I am resilient. Okay, and in business, you have to be resilient. There are going to be times when things are going to fail. You're going to hear no's. Things are going to go wrong. You're going to do everything to win, and sometimes still fail at something, and you have to know how to bounce back. You got to be resilient. Number three, you got to be resourceful. There's another thing I believe that I learned on my journey is being resourceful, right? So when on this journey, you only know what you know. And what I hear a lot of people say is, well, I can't do this, that can't word. I can't do this because I don't have enough money. I can't do this because I don't have time. I can't do this because everything is so hard. You got to be resourceful. You got to know how to get out there and do what you have to do. I remember when I wanted to hire my first virtual assistant. Here I am growing a business on Section 8 and welfare, embarrassed to show up live because I don't want people to know that this is what I was going through. And I remember when I wanted to get my first virtual assistant, I didn't have the money. I went back to one of my old jobs and I begged them if I can get a part-time filing job. And I was filing just so I can pay my virtual assistant. You got to get resourceful. You can't sit down and say that there are things that you can't do. Get resourceful, and make it happen. Because one of the things that I know about my God is that when you take the first 5 steps, He's going to help you with the rest. So if you're not going to do your part, how can He do His part? That's what I want to leave with you guys tonight.
Wow, said so well, boy. You're a rock star. You have made it happen for everyone out there watching. We appreciate you. We love you. I want you to know as you're listening right now, the best is still yet to come for you because today is your January 1st. I want you to close out. I want you to look right below the video. You get a do-over. You get a restart. You get a rebirth. Today is my January 1st. Write those words down. You're going to get your marketing message done. She's giving you the formula. Today is my January 1st. I'm going to sign up for that Mastering My Marketing Summit. MasteringMyMarketingSummit.com. Today is my January 1st. I'm going to talk to my ideal clients. Today is my January 1st. I can do all things because this is my time. This is my year, and I'm stepping into my greatness. You know what I want you to know as I close out? I believe in every single one of you. I believe in you, even if you don't believe right now. Sometimes you need someone to believe in you before you can believe in yourself. Someone believed in me when I didn't think. Mother dear believed in me, right? When I didn't think I could do this. My coach told me I could do this. And so when you wake up tomorrow morning, tell yourself, Shay Brown holds the belief for me. Nyala holds the belief for me that you can do this. With that being said, for those folks that are just tuning in for the very first time, every single one of you are putting today is my January 1st. Thanks for tuning in. My name, for those folks that are joining for the first time, my name is Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. And my promise to you is we're going to make some good things happen. We connect again next time because today is your January 1st. See you later. Nyala, thank you so much. You rock. You're amazing.
Thanks, Jay.
Thank you. It's showtime. I love showtime. It's my favorite time. Promise I made to my mom. I only did this message for one person, and that's my mom. This is for you, Mom. Love you. My name is Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Shay Brown. Mic check, mic check. All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. Yes. Yeah. And they stay there. And they stay there, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win. Yeah.
Thank you. God bless.